Another beautiful morning sky for you. It's around 5 a.m. This is the sky this morning. Birds flying in the distance. Yep. It's really the beautiful part of the day. I always think the morning is absolutely some of the best times of the day. It's the morning sun, morning sky. It's not yet sunrise. Look at that. Beautiful. It's peaceful. Appeasement. It's the morning sky. It's pity can't capture accurately, but it's beautiful sky. Yeah, the pigeon, the morning dove. I wish you could see this properly. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Look at those, the structure of the clouds. Absolutely beautiful. And the trees. Another day. Frangi in the distance. Have a great morning. Have a great morning. So this is mother's honeysuckle, and believe it or not, this was once a big tree. Well, a tree as big as, almost as tall as this tree up out here. But you know, the honeysuckle is a bush. It's not meant to be a tree. So we had to really find ways to keep it upright. And after a while, me and my gardener, my mom passed away several years ago. Me and the gardener decided, like, you know what? Let's just keep it short because it doesn't need to be tied to a pole or anything to it. We can't keep trying to support it. It needs to grow the way it's supposed to grow. But the thing about this honeysuckle is you're seeing it in bloom right now. We've had some very hot weather, and then we've also had, so when it's hot, it's dry. Then we've had torrential rain. We've had this off and on. There's been a drought in this country. There's been, no water, nothing. But this honeysuckle continues to give, love me, be there for me. When I think is not going to bloom, she blooms, or he blooms. She blooms no matter what the weather is. And it makes me so happy when I look out the window and I see it. Because prior to today, on Monday, the honeysuckle did not have the honeysuckles. And look at her today. Just beautiful. Nature speaks to you. She tells you not to give up. The grass is struggling. And I'm going to insert a picture of what this garden used to look like. But I'm working on it. The summers were so brutal that I decided, you know what, let nature take its course. And nature took its course. The indigenous trees survived. The indigenous lawn is what I have now. So it never dies. But it can also look lush. We just need to find ways to keep it watered. And look at the honeysuckle. Look at the bee on the honeysuckle. I guess you just missed it. But anyway, she's sweet. But I say the lawn and the honeysuckle say a lot about where we are in life. So I woke up maybe this week or last week feeling like I had some sort of indigestion. Now, what I've learned from this week is how much I listen to my body and my intuition. And I am somebody who stays away from very acidic things. Or if I have to eat something acidic, I always base it with bread. Bread is a good piece of whole wheat seeded bread will sandwiched would helps me. So if I were to crave tomatoes, I would eat the tomatoes sprinkled with a little salt in, and I will make a sandwich out of it with bread, because that acid has to be tamed with the bread. It's my body, that's what works. Maybe not for other people. Tomatoes are not things I just eat randomly because I know it is acidic. Who would have thought my body would tell me to try tomato soup? Yes, it is acidic, and my stomach may feel acidic slightly, but that balances it out. I cannot tell you how I have avoided tomato soup. My dad was the only person I know who loves a good tomato soup, fine dining soup, and I would see him drink it and marvel at it. Who would have known that my body said, buy some tomato soup? My intuition said, go buy tomato soup. My body said, I want that. And you sit in that feeling, and there's something that you take the chance. Let me take the chance. Little did I know that would be the medicine for my stomach. And then I went to ChatGPT, and it listed tomato soup. And I thought, how would I have known that? I don't. But this is medicine. This is my medicine. Another thing that is not a favorite at all are apples. I'm not an apple person. I will never go into a store and buy an apple. Yes, this is saying apple a day keeps the doctor away. It is not a joke. It is the truth. I am an exotic fruit person, so I want the sour sop. I want the it's called alasa in West Africa. I don't know the English name. I can't remember the English name. I like all these exotic fruits. And then one time, my brother, he was the one buying grocery for a while, and he started buying apples. He doesn't even eat fruits. But he said every time he went to the store, they were always on sale. So he bought them, and he knew I would eat them because I eat fruits. So I started to eat apples. And it dawned on me maybe a year later how if ever I felt not well and I ate an apple, miraculously it cured anything, whether I felt feverish, whether I had a sore throat, whether I felt like I was going to get a cold or something, or just fall ill, which is something I don't. But for that period of time, my brother kept buying apples, and that was for like a period of a long time, a couple of years. I was like, one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Definitely the truth. There's so many foods that I eat that I realize are very medicinal, and my intuition drives me to them. The papaya, the pawpaw, right? I was looking for something. I said my stomach needs something to soothe it. Not cold water, but a fruit that is cool or cold. And so I thought pawpaw. I looked it up, ChatGPT. Lo and behold, the pawpaw is on there. Now, I am a lover of breads. I come from a house of, my mom loved bread, so we got introduced to all kinds of breads all our lives. Ethnic breads, you name it. Whatever country, we've eaten it. But my mom loved a good baguette. But she loved also the brown breads, the deep breads. Look, anything from roti. She made rotis to naan. That's me. The Kit Kat breads, you name it. I love bread. And I haven't bought bread in a while. Sometimes I do that. I do a fast off bread. And just to give my body a break and sacrifice. Sometimes I sacrifice as food for goodwill, positivity, whatever it is. And my body said, you need to get bread, but you need to get this particular bread. And I thought, this is a thick, heavyish bread, but it's rich in terms of it's a whole wheat bread. And it's a bread that I didn't know I would be able to digest at one time, because I started to feel like brown breads were I wasn't digesting them well, or made me feel some kind of way. And I went and I bought, and I ate it, and it was the best thing that could have happened to me. Listen to your body. Listen to your intuition. I also, if ever I feel I need to get any medicine at all, if ever, I seek the consult of one of my friends who's a medical doctor, a brilliant epidemiologist, a brilliant biostatistician as well. But he's the guy I go to. And he will start me off with what? Food. Eat this. Eat this first. And so I heal through food. We heal through food. We need to be cognizant of that. We need to. There are foods in your environment that you must incorporate in your meals. I have a plethora of things that I take for to feel good, to feel healthy. If I feel tired, it's food in moderation. And I tried other brands, and this happened to be the better of the brands that were out there, in terms of the taste of the tomato. So I'm just coming in to say that to you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your body. There's a book out there. I haven't read it yet. Can't remember her name. It's called How to Heal Your something or the other. And she talks about food. I'm yet to buy it. But consider that when you want to, before you self-medicate. So many times my doctor friend would say, go out there and buy some goat meat. And he said, I did not say beef. I did not say chicken. I did not say pork. I did not say lamb. Go buy goat meat. And I read about goat meat. It's so nutritious. One of the most nutritious meals out there. And I am somebody who people assume I'm a vegan or vegetarian. I'm not. I just
tend to be that person who eats those kinds of things and would eat that over meat. So I incorporate goat meat into my meals now, my diet. So this is even it. I just simmer it, and I'm going to eat that as well, in moderation. So that is just me sharing that with you. The nutritional value of goat is also a leaner meat. It's also highly nutritional, has so many vitamins, so many minerals, so many, sometimes just that is enough. And I remember going out there and buying it and feeling so much better. And I was like, it's not psychological. It actually has nutritional value that I needed in my very vegetarian, very vegan diet that I have, that I just eat that way. That's just who I am. But goat is something that I will make sure. And he didn't say eat it every day. And he stressed on the fact that I don't want that to be the only thing you eat. You must eat it with something else, because then your body starts missing out on other nutrients or your cells. He actually said your cells. So you have to balance it. And he said it's not every day, every other day, every 2 days, every 4 days, or in a week. Incorporate that into your diet. Yogurt is another thing. I have my sister-in-law. She my brother's ex-wife, but we are still family. I mean, we travel together. We go, with her and her husband and my brother. We're one of those blended families that we never ever thought we would be that. She's also a brilliant doctor and a malaria specialist right now for Japaigo. And she was like, get yourself back on some yogurt. And I'd taken milk out of my diet because it was making my ears itch, my eyes itch, so many side effects. And I knew that from fasting and bringing it back into my diet. And she always used to tell me, do a process of elimination. And when you start bringing things back into your diet, then you know what's causing what. Milk was the thing, and I love milk. I love milk. So I do the plant milks, but I do make like an eggnog. My mom would always give me make an eggnog for me if I ever said I felt tired or stuff like that. So I always bring back real milk. Sometimes I make an eggnog with plant milk, but I try to incorporate milk that comes from the cow into something in my world, because you need those nutrients from that animal. You don't have to take what I say, but I'm sharing that with you, how health-wise, especially as you get older, these things matter and count. So I got a comment in my comment section that one of my shorts, the picture of the food I had prepared, looked like prison food. In my culture, you never criticize somebody's food. And we are sharing culture. So we're going to share our food with you. And even if we are not, the thing is always about, you never know what that person went through to get to put that food on the table. So don't come here with your negativity and your entitlement and your judgment and your opinions. Sometimes I think people don't have etiquette, basic etiquette. People think it's okay to be mean and hateful. So what if it looks like prison food? Other people may not think it looks like that. And what is prison food? How did you end up in prison to know that that's like prison food? What did you do wrong?
Or what are you watching for you to relate everything that is beautiful, nourishing with prison? Initially, I thought it was funny, but I also thought, why prison food? Why would somebody go that far? You know, sometimes it's okay not to say anything because you don't know how I'm trying. You see all these products? They all have one thing in common: glycerine. And my hair doesn't like glycerine. I noticed that for a while now, my scalp gets very itchy after application of these products more than once. Let's say in a week, maybe twice. And I realized they have one common ingredient, that's glycerine. And it makes your hair feel sticky. So I feel a lot of these companies are just throwing in together formulations that really are just basic. When I say basic, they don't do anything for us. They're not trying to provide real intentional hair care. It's just one basic formula, and everybody's jumped on that bandwagon, and it does nothing. And I noticed the change because some of these products I've used before years ago, and now they just make my scalp itch. So I'm forever washing my hair. And it's just that. I know it's that. Because when my hair feels like that, my hair feels clampy and I looked at the ingredients list, and glycerine is either the second or third, not even, product on the list. So now I'm having to look for products that don't have glycerine in them. And they're few and far between because our stores, our beauty supply stores, sell a very limited number of brands. Very limited. I don't know if it's the importation tax, I do not know it, but they just stick to these ones that now probably have factories in the country or in the region, so it's cheaper. So they're giving us cheap products to take care of our hair. So now I found a few good brands. Well, I don't know if they're newish brands, and I'm trying their stuff out. So this is a brand I've tried out, not bad. And I just found the cocoa butter leave-in. It doesn't have glycerin in it. They shouldn't with their cocoa butter. Their Palmer's has been the trailblazer in cocoa butter products for centuries. So I'm going to be trying this. And then I found this. Don't ask me who Portia M is, but she must be a South African influencer of some sort or business person. I'm going to try this. It's the only other thing that didn't have glycerin in there. So these are the products I will be trying out. Well, I've already tried this, and I bought actually the whole line. They have the keratin as well, and then I bought the biotin, and then I bought their bond line, which I did a video on. So I'm down to this 3 little products, and I pray that these 2 work, because this does. But this, you can see how small it is. How long can you get to use this? There's not much, I wish we could get Brazilian hair products here.